It can be daunting to try to comb through your insurance policy. And today we're going to break down common coverage myths and what Florida drivers really need to know to stay protected. I'm so happy Samantha Foyer is here. She's Senior Sales Agent with Zirkle Insurance. Thanks for being a part of the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Okay, Samantha, let's talk about coverage. When you go in initially and you need to get that car insurance coverage, it really does help to be with a local provider because they can understand your needs more, that the option for face-to-face and in-person if you like it.
Oh, definitely. And of course, it does help to have someone that can explain coverages to you. And, we know exactly what we're talking about and can help you figure out what you need.
Of course. I like that in-person education where someone's going to say, okay, this is what this means. I also want to ask you too, there's some myths that we want to go through. Sometimes people will say, oh no, I'm good. I have full coverage. But is that even a thing?
There's really not a definition for full coverage in Florida. A lot of times it's just comprehensive and collision for the vehicle, but you might be missing liability or some of the other important coverages that you need.
Okay, so what would you recommend to someone who's saying, I want to make sure that I have all bases covered?
We'd have to go through all of the details and just make sure you have what you need. So a lot more to the conversation.
Sure. And that's, again, going back to the convenience of having someone here locally to be able to do that with. Now, Samantha, I want to talk too a little bit about liability in terms of Florida. We always hear that term, Florida is a no-fault state. What does that mean?
So that just means that the first, your medical payments, if you're injured in the accident, you will go through your own policy first. And that, again, is just for the medical, but anything else, it just, the claims has to determine who's at fault.
I've always heard this about that we have a lot of uninsured drivers in Florida. So for those who are getting insurance, like we're all supposed to, we have to make sure we're covered. What could we do in the event that we're hit by a driver who's uninsured? What happens then?
Oh, you definitely just need to call your agent first, of course.
Anything else, any other advice that you can offer us, Samantha? Like if you were giving advice to maybe a first-time driver, like someone who's turning 16, they're going to get their license. What would you say to them as far as getting that insurance? And I know they're going to have to be on their parents' policy, of course.
Oh, well, usually, of course, you can go on your own policy when you're 18, but you want to make sure that you have coverage for your vehicle, of course, and also that you have the right liability, especially being on your parents' policy. You want to make sure that their assets are covered as well if something happens.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time today. Great talking with you, Samantha, and we've got the information for you. Zirkle Insurance and Financial Services, they're going to help you out, of course, specializing in home, auto, flood, and life insurance. And you see the number to call on your screen. Thanks so much.